Okay, welcome to Individual Perspective Podcast. We are about to go into this debate, and I just wanted to come in with an introduction. Kind of just really, I want to do a detailed conversation, but we ain't got that much time. We got about 30 minutes, and then they're gonna kind of come in. Um, so this is like our debate pre-show, Look, man, you, I said this a long time ago. One of the things that 2015 post Trump announcing that he's running for president, it showed who the hacks are. It showed who, like, the people that, like, in time they would destroy their credibility because for some reason people decided that to be a mega personality is it's like an allergic reaction or something. I can't really explain it, but people are willing to destroy their own credibility in opposition of Donald Trump. I mean, everybody did it. Like, most people, I'm not saying everybody, but most people that you would think that that wouldn't do it, or they would kind of want to make sure that they stay factual, accurate, or they want to be objective to make sure that they don't lose their credibility of the work that they've done over the decades, that they would kind of not allow circumstances of politics, or even, I mean, politics is everything, everything is encompassing. Yeah, forget my beer, it's just I'm growing it out and everything, so I'll do some trimming down soon, but I wanted to fill it all in. So, but look, I look crazy, but look, I want to come on and do a pre-show because I want to kind of watch the Candace Owens debate show, Candace Owens versus Andrew Wilson's debate show, and I kind of want to have a little bit of a preemptive talking about it with you guys. Trying to make sure that I'm live, that you guys see me. Let's see. Make sure we're public. Hey, there we go. I think I had myself on private. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, but don't worry about it. We're going to come back in and we're going to kind of watch the debate. I just wanted to do a pre-show to kind of lower this mic. I wanted to do a pre-show and kind of tell you guys how I feel about this debate about Charlie Kirk. One is, no matter how much I like Candace Owens and anything like that, like, you are not a real friend to Charlie Kirk. You get what I'm saying? The reason, and this got nothing to do with the case, it's got nothing to do with her analyzing the case and everything like that. It's got something to do with that no matter what your ideology is of his wife and how you perceived his wife, or how you always perceived his wife, you wouldn't have pulled that stuff while he was alive. You wouldn't have never disrespected his wife the way you did. She's an idiot. Like, her personality is so weird. Charlie Kirk's wife personality is so weird, but you expect it from women that literally operate under a dominant and great man. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean great in the achievement and in the execution of his vision and everything like that. When a person like Charlie Kirk, that's kind of been around billionaires and millionaires, and he's controlling them, he's manipulating them, he's getting them to do his will. You get what I'm saying? Politicians and everything. Now, he spent his whole 18 to 31 years old, or 30 years old when he died, living that life. That's what Charlie Kirk's life was, for since 18 years old to about 30. So for him, he's a powerful, substantial person in society, in the functionality of Americans' economic and power brokering. You get what I'm saying? So um it goes now. My thought process is even if they were friends and Charlie Kirk never wanted to burn a bridge with Candace Owens, and he kind of always left it there so they can always kind of come back together if they kind of went on their own ventures and stuff like that, and she go do her thing, he do his thing and stuff like that. He always kind of left it where they can work together and they can have um, a history together. You know what I mean? But Candace Owens, after Charlie Kirk died, now this could be because she loved Charlie Kirk and he may have been a part of her more than she thought he was. But that you don't have any intelligence to tell yourself, like, keep with any kind of criticism or you got her about her coming onto stage, how she's kind of elevating herself in stardom and in popularity, or um the consciousness of the country and the world, even any analyzation that you have with her, the respect of your friend Charlie Kirk and how he died, and just the respect of his heritage, and his heritage is his kids, and the shelter of his kids is the mother. Why would you want to destroy her and put her in a situation where you discredit her personality, you discredit her being? Like, people start digging up all kind of stuff on her, and that's okay. It's all fair. You know what I mean? But the thing is, you wanna somewhat be in a situation where you're kind of being neutral. You know what I mean? And Candace Owens kind of put herself in a situation where she's actually burning down everything Charlie Kirk. All that's going to be left of Charlie Kirk is, and I think this is not so much Candace Owens' fault. It's more of it's it's not so much Candace Owens' fault. It's more of that when Charlie Kirk died, his viewers and a lot of other people wanted TPUSA to fight against liberalism, liberal culture, liberal ideological, radical socialist ideology that will put a person on the roof to shoot him if it's just random. You get what I'm saying? The theory is it's not random. This is, for some reason, we're supposed to believe that Donald Trump specifically, because CIA can't do anything, the Pentagon can't do anything without the consciousness of Donald Trump. You get what I'm saying? And if Donald Trump don't know it, then his FBI liaison would know it. His FBI director would know it. And if his FBI liaison don't know it, then the Attorney General would know it. You think all of those people would kept something like that away from Donald Trump? Do you think they can even keep it in their own consciousness that they had a plot to murder Charlie Kirk, and they all gonna keep it a secret, and they're gonna do this on the behalf of the wants and the needs and the desire of Israel, Bibi Netanyahu, and the power brokers, the Jewish power brokers inside of the country? You really think that that's logical and that's what happened? Now, even if it look, the case is, I might be wrong. Candace Owens might be right. That's why we're doing this debate. That's why we want to see what's going on. That's why we want to see her personality. We want her to walk us through it. Because everything that she says is, oh, my gut feeling, this is how it happened. My gut feeling that this is what's going on. My gut feeling is this is how you perceive that situation. And no, we don't care about how you perceive it. We don't care about what your perspective is. What is going on? Is the guy walking in the lobby, in the garage, is that and the suspect? If it's not, then we could analyze, okay, we don't know if it's him or not. You get what I'm saying? So it's now it's like we're really in a society that we're tricking ourselves to what we know. So what we consciously know, we want to trick ourselves that we don't know it. You get what I'm saying? That is something else. Now, I'm not saying that Candace Owens is wrong. She might be 100% correct. But how she like, I've been looking at all the videos. I've been looking at all the stuff. That's why I always told people one of the most important things that happened was that they put it on the trial. They put the trial, pretty much, it's almost like a grand jury structure. They preemptively showed a judge making a decision if this case should go forward, and they gave you pretty much like a good basis for what evidence that the state has, the state of Utah has against this suspect. Now, if everybody watched that, they gave legitimate, like what they would call legitimate action. They're not gonna have no text messages and give that to a judge if it's fake text messages. That there's no way that an analyst, a data collection analyst, could track it back to a phone, and then that phone can be collected as it pinged here at the time of text. Do you understand that? They got that. That's common sense. It's actually against the law for them not to have the pinging, meaning that the suspect had to text that to his boyfriend, and his boyfriend had to be interacting with him at home. Now, my theory always is that the weird boyfriend is the one who took the shot, and the guy is taking cover for him. That's always was my theory. Now, I gotta look at all the evidence, and I gotta break it down to show the possibility of that happened. But that's how I always felt about this thing. But also, I just want to take a moment. I want to take this preemptive moment and take it just a couple minutes, and then we're gonna leave out, and then we're gonna come back in, and we're gonna kind of do the show for the debate. We're gonna kind of watch it together. You know what I mean? But for Candace Owens, I just want to get to just the relationship and being honorable and having integrity and just having total loyalty to your friend. You get what I'm saying? And where he got you, how y'all grew together, and how he gave you the platform to make yourself to what you are now. You don't think you owe him any, and this is my message to Candace Owens. You don't think you owe this man any loyalty to not destroy his wife in public. Anything you gotta say about her, any criticism you gotta say about her, she even like say, hey, I'll come to you to have a meeting. You get what I'm saying? I'll open myself up to have a meeting with you about what your concerns are. But when she left, she this thought process that Candace Owens got of her, that she feels his wife murdered him and actually did certain things technically to make sure that he was led to the to the actual killing and stuff. And it's like she consciously knew it, and she's happy about it, and she accomplished her goal, and now she's got to live with it, and all the stardom and the money. That's what's the mission to do it for. And it's like, wow, man, like all these people are demonic, evil murderers, but you ain't nowhere near that kind of thought process. You ain't nowhere near that kind of perception that we can have a some kind of preemptive thought process that Candace Owens is evil. So Candace Owens is pure and good and noble, but every single employee, every single executive at TPUSA, every single person, every single executive in the Trump administration, they're all like on unification of this is the right thing to do, kill Charlie Kirk. You know what I mean? Like, how do we all get to the mindset that a wacky ass Candace Owens thought process is the actual facts? It's what it is. Now, I'm not saying that it ain't no shady shit going on. It's a lot. It's a lot of shady stuff going on. But this is more wacky. It's wacky. And like I said, I might be 100% wrong. That's why we're doing this debate. That's why we're watching the debate. I want to see. I want to know if we're wrong. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come in, and I even had to do my disclaimer before I came in, so I don't, because all this is my opinion. It's all alleged, but at the same time, boy, it's like this is. I say, put yourself in Charlie Kirk's situation. Would you want somebody that you loved and your kid's mother, or your husband's mother, and if you were in a situation, would you want your best friend or one of the closest people to you or one of the closest friends that you have completely destroy their credibility, completely destroy the company you built? You get what I'm saying? The number one thing, if you're not gonna kill Donald Trump, the best second thing was to kill Charlie Kirk. And I think a lot of people hate that Charlie Kirk was that important. I think Ben Shapiro hate that. I think Candace Owens hate that. I think they're all jealous of it. I think a lot of people are. I could go down the line of a lot of people. All these people, Brandon Tatum, they all kind of think they're going to fill that void. But they really jealous of them. Nick Fortes, the, Myra Gaines, a lot of the top tier people, they kind of hate Charlie Kirk and was jealous that he had that power to navigate political systems and the people and go into the young um, college kids and all that other stuff. But my thing is, it's disrespectful to be disrespectful to his wife like that. That is not even cool, and it's not even like comfortable or doable. You get what I'm saying? And for us to kind of act like we could be, we could theorize about it. We could kind of be in conspiracy theory world about, hey man, the government killed Charlie Kirk, the Jewish people killed Charlie Kirk, Israel killed Charlie Kirk, the CIA killed Charlie Kirk. We could do all that. That's okay for us to do. Not his friends, not his close confidants, not his people that he held close to him, and he just wanted to be a good person with them or have a good relationship with them or have some kind of history with them that will always be there in the dark times for him to kind of go to. Those people are not supposed to be all out destroying his wife, destroying his kids' legacy, destroying his organization, and making it where it can't even be mobilized. Because not only do you discourage his wife, but you discourage the organization, and you discourage the actual kids that all are in high school and college fighting on the behalf of the ideology of, or the illogical point of view of TPUSA. That's what you're doing. You're destroying that foundation. So I didn't mean to get so caught up in this thought. Yes, I did. I do want to talk about Candace Owens' loyalty to Charlie Kirk. She might be true. She might be factual. She might be telling the truth. Right now, she hasn't shown anything that's factual. It's all perception. It's all perspective of what the evidence is saying or whatever her theory is, because images are blurry. You get what I'm saying? She's using that the images are blurry to make the viewers and the people second guess what they already kind of consciously know. And I'm not saying there ain't no conspiracy theories going on. It definitely is. Okay? It definitely is. So, We're going to take a quick break. I'm going to come back in. Please come back. Please come back. I'm going to come back in, and we're going to kind of stay on this for probably the next 3 hours or so, okay? However long the debate is. So take a little moment, take a break, get some coffee, go grab some stuff, and we're going to talk about this more when I come back in. This is Individual Perspective Podcast. My name is Daris D. McKinney, and I'm going to walk you through this, and we're going to kind of analyze this, and I'm going to try to be fluid with my communication. I know, it's a little rough, but hang on. Hit the like, share, subscribe. Come on. We're going to do this together, okay? So I'll see you guys in a moment. It's just a little introduction, and I just wanted to have a quick conversation about the loyalty that I feel that Candace Owens should be given to Charlie Kirk in conduit of his wife and his kids. And I think she completely failed, and I think that's more of a disappointment than anything. You know what I mean? I don't care about the case stuff. I care about that any kind of communication negativity that you want to talk about this case with, you want to do that with her, and don't destroy her in the midst of doing it. So, but look, I'll talk to you guys about this in a moment. We're going to come back in. Like I said, just give us a few minutes and we'll see you in a minute.